Thank you. What a crowd. What a great day for Keystone. President and Mrs. Beam, distinguished guests, members of the Keystone Board of Trustees, the cabinet, faculty, staff, alumni, Chamber of Commerce, member of the news community, and friends of Keystone College. I'm both honored and proud to be chairman of the board of Keystone College. At this point in time in the history, when we're approaching our 150th anniversary in Laflin, Pennsylvania. The reason for this pride is the announcement of the 10th president of Keystone College. I can't thank enough the person I'm about to introduce for the leadership, courage, and diligence that she displayed in her role as chair of the Keystone Search Committee and as the first vice chair of the Board of Trustees. I'm pleased to present Susan Beelan for our announcement.
Thank you, Tim. We're going to roll everything backward and pretend you didn't see who just walked in. Erase that from your memory. Dr. Beam and the First Lady, thank you. And Tim, thank you. Our committee began the search for a successor to President Edward Beam 6 months ago in September, when it was warm. Working with a national search firm, we reviewed the resumes of 140 applicants, had in-depth interviews with 8 semifinalists off campus, and invited 3 finalists to come to Keystone for 2 days of meetings with the campus community. Anybody going to take care of that? The Board of Trustees unanimously agreed with the search committee's recommendation for the person to be invited to be Keystone's new leader. Today, we are excited and proud to name Keystone's, as Tim said, 10th president. However, if we go back in Keystone's history to its founding in 1868 as Keystone Academy, this will be the 19th person to lead this 145-year-old institution of higher education. Our new president has been committed to the education of young people for over 25 years. He received his PhD in educational administration from Fordham University and currently serves as vice president for strategic planning and administration at Sacred Heart University in Fairfield, Connecticut, where for the last 15 years he has played an integral role in helping the university grow from a commuter college of about 600 students, granting associate's and bachelor's degrees, to a university serving 6,200 students, granting bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. As vice president, he has been responsible for developing and implementing the university's strategic plans, accreditation, master space planning, asset and property acquisition, and capital projects. He has played key roles in fundraising, has direct oversight on campus operations, and is responsible for managing a $24 million budget. One of his most significant accomplishments has been as the leader of a series of 5-year strategic plans that has successfully enhanced and expanded the university in incremental steps. Please join me in welcoming Dr. David Coppola as the new president of Keystone.
Well, there's one way to get a standing ovation is by not having enough chairs. So appreciate that. And I am delighted and excited to be here. It is a dream come true. But it's not my own dream, it's a dream that I share with my family. So I'd like you to meet my wife. Her name is Delia Powers Coppola, and just have her come up for a second so that you can see her and thank her as well. And I'm hesitant to bring up our two sons just because that could be it. But Aiden is 7 years old and Thomas is 4 3/4. He has informed me this morning. They're here. This is a unique school with a distinctive mission and purpose in contributing to the common good. And this place is, as you say it so well, a community where learning flourishes. You flourish. We're not simply getting by here, right, or collecting credits randomly, but you're thriving, you're flourishing, you're cultivating the goals and dreams of students into reality. That's what drew me here. That's what drew me to apply here. And the mission and history of Keystone is exciting and engaging. How could it not be? To be founded shortly after the war that brought Abraham Lincoln to declare that the government of the people, by the people, and for the people must endure, is a testament to your long and enduring roots as a democratic institution dedicated to promote both individual success and the common good. This is the place. I'm allowed to brag a little bit now that I'm here, but this is the place where educational excellence became the model for other educational institutions in northeastern Pennsylvania to emulate. That's right. You started it all, or at least a lot of it. Keystone educates students in a liberal arts tradition that values civility, integrity, and curiosity, fostering a global perspective on cultural diversity, environmental sustainability, and lifelong learning. That's what your brochures say, all of your very, very excellent branding materials say. But underneath all of that, it's the way that Keystone offers these ideals and virtues that is distinctive. I'm especially struck, and I mentioned this last time I was here, by civility. I think at a time in our history as Americans where we are wont for civility, that this place would cultivate it so that it would flourish. I think that is incredibly important. Because the question about college life is not whether virtue is taught, it's rather how virtue is taught. I mean, Emerson said that we emit our character with every breath. So values and virtues are caught as much as they are taught. So whether in the classroom, studying together in the library, attending art and music performances, or a club meeting, athletic activities, lectures, nature walks, colleges are full of light and opportunities for people to experience and live virtue. By educating our students to take their place in the world, we make a significant difference. So Keystone, it embodies and excels at offering the creative tension of being both classic and contemporary, both challenging and caring. It facilitates creativity, but in a disciplined way. And these may seem contradictory, and yet they produce this rich and deep kind of community where I believe everyone gets a chance. So for me, and for all of us gathered here today, Keystone begins first with an excellent faculty and community. This is what people look for first, and you are a winner. When people asked me back home, I know it's supposed to be a secret, but I told a couple people, and they said, well, what's Keystone known for? And I said, the first thing is an excellent faculty. And they all go, okay. So it's not a daycare, right? It is not a summer camp. It is a real college that has dedicated faculty And they try to facilitate, and we all try to facilitate, what a colleague of mine calls anytime, anywhere learning. It's the people that make a difference. It's a college of talented people. It's led by people with vision, and it's for the people, that is the students, who come to this place. And if you don't believe me, well, look at Princeton Review, right? Sierra Magazine's list of green colleges, U.S. News and World Report, best colleges, one of the most environmentally friendly schools, top military friendly school. This place is a winner. And second, not only an excellent faculty and community, but second is we keep our promises. I like that. And the promise that Keystone makes, the 5-step promise, we keep it. And as I have thought about it and poked at it, just to see where its weaknesses are or were, they're true. So the way that I sum it up is, we keep our promises that you will get a fair chance to succeed here. If you put in the effort, you will succeed. Third, we're an educational community connected with the larger community, both in internships, but also with research and volunteering, arts programs, maybe a little shopping and food, as well. Academia is an ideal place to help people become lifelong learners and responsible citizens. And institutions of higher learning have much to offer the surrounding community. And every educational community would best flourish when surrounded by the active goodwill of the communities in which they find themselves. So yes, colleges allow for personal achievement and advantage of those who attend, but at their core, they are founded and endowed for the common good. So if you're from the neighborhood, welcome, and you make this place vibrant, as we hope we can make your community alive and accessible. So I look forward to meeting our neighbors from the surrounding areas at campus activities such as concerts and lectures and sports matches and family and alumni events and other cultural and educational programs. Fourth, Keystone takes pride in its role as an affordable private college that serves not only a global student body, but a large population of economically disadvantaged and first-generation college students. All of us at Keystone, I know, will work hard to keep it affordable, to keep it excellent, to keep it affordable, and we will continue to be good stewards of our resources and increase the unrestricted support to the college. Saying that I am also the first person in my family to go to college is not just a throwaway line. It's part of what drew me here, because I feel extremely honored to be able to give back what I have received. I am the kind of kid that Keystone would have or could have educated. And so by keeping the school affordable and open to students who are economically disadvantaged, as well as first-time college goers, that's a win for everybody. And finally, this may sound like an overstatement, but heck, it's our time, right? We should overstate a little bit. But I think Keystone has been doing everything right to make this an excellent college community with pristine buildings, with excellent academic programs and departments, laboratories, expansive recreation and athletic fields. And as your next president, I feel a deep responsibility for those students who come in the future to endow the college appropriately, to keep this fine education affordable and distinctive. There are 15,000 alumni out there, 15,000 of you who have searched and struggled and succeeded here. So as Spielin said so well, as we approach our 150th anniversary in 5 years, I want to especially reach out to the alumni and encourage you to come back home. Visit the place, visit the buildings, the hiking trails, the library, the campus events, the chef's table, and meet some students and become our ambassadors. Because the only thing that's missing here is an academic chair or scholarship with your name on it. So to conclude, It's not easy. It's not simple to follow a beloved and longtime leader, and yet I also know that it's probably more difficult for someone like President Beam to trust and hand on his leadership to another gracefully. It's clear to me that President Beam and his wife Regina have given remarkable and sustained service to Keystone College. People of vision and passion, their legacy does give me some pause, because they're big feet. I have size 12 and a half, but his shoes are huge. I hope he'll remain closely connected, as his wisdom and experience with the alumni and the local community will be vital for the continued success of the college. And most of all, I admire him for his commitment of 18 years, and I hope to follow in his legacy of availability and commitment. I sincerely thank President Beam for staying on for as long as he wants, and for being a true gentleman and a model of how to gracefully pass the baton. And I know that I'm in Christy Mathewson territory, so I'll just sort of end with this, this idea or perspective. Keystone is positioned for continued success and future achievement. And I can't help but feel that the ball has been pitched right down the center, right over the plate, and I'm ready to hit it out of the park with you together. I'm confident that by remaining faithful to our values and core commitments, we will achieve our dreams. So thank you for welcoming me into your community, welcoming me and my family into your community. Being invited to lead such an historic and mission-driven institution of learning is an honor, and I know that I'm ready to help Keystone succeed in accomplishing its next levels of exciting and ambitious qualitative growth of the community by the students for decades to come. Thank you.
Of the baton here for a moment, and then we'll have a little time for questions and answers. Ned?
Thank you. Boy, what beautiful work, David. And you know, when you started to speak, the sun came out. Share. I think what's so beautiful, the people in this room, and I see those from the community and those from around campus, you know, we carry on a legacy. As Susan referred to the years, and Tim referred to as those that are out there. And as Regina refers to every day, how many Keystonians will we see today? Well, thank goodness we see a lot here. Because I think this family loves Keystone. The guys like Hedgewood. They're very smart, too. I had a chance to meet both of them. And they have scholarships already to your Keystone College. But then everybody, I look around, I do see some orange ties and I see some pins, and that is fantastic. But what we've done, we've carried a dream. Family, you know, now somebody wanted to know if I was going to do brick by brick. Now, you know how many years that is? Susan just told us. Well, no, we're not doing brick by brick. But we are saying that having your Keystone look, this man did it the first day he walked in. But for the family and everybody involved, we have the campus community has a few things for me to pass on. Number one is a full day shopping spree in the campus shop.
This is the only orange tie I have, so
Well,
maybe not.
Now, we know they're skiers. So Thomas, Aiden, you have your new ski jib, all right? You wear these on the slopes and everybody's going to be nice to you.
All right.
All right, they like it. Now, Regina looked around. Now, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You come up and receive your First Lady scarf.
I see. See, you're still the boss, don't you?
All right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, the last thing is, because this is going to move right on, Susan, thank you very much for letting us say this. Gina and I are delighted. We're excited. And to see you around this room, we can do it. And we do it every day. But the most important thing is when the families that founded Keystone Academy, then junior college, and then college, they had a dream that those who could not return home would always have and be in the hearts of those who are here. And education makes the difference in any community, and they wanted it to be done here. So friends and neighbors, thank you for being here. I think the search committee, the trustees, campus community, everybody here worked towards this moment. And this moment, the sun did arise. And let's keep it sunny and happy all the time, so when people walk across this campus, they'll never be alone, they'll never be afraid, and they'll be glad they're Keystonians. Thank you.
So if someone's brave enough to ask a question, feel free. Okay, that's fine with me.
Well, you have the Coppola vineyards. Are you going to grow your wine?
They are not relatives. But thank you for, it's not a bad idea. Okay. We were just talking about the Sugar Shack and maple syrup and things like that, so, okay, thank you. Anyone else? I guess we were absolutely clear then about what we're about.
Don't think that the assembled crowd won't be full of questions for you in a few short months. I know there are several people from the press who do want to have an interview. Thank you all for coming. This is really an exciting time, an exciting day. It will be an exciting next few months as we welcome Dr. Coppola and his family, and we celebrate Ned and Regina, and we celebrate the graduating students, and we move on to the next 150 years for Keystone College.
We'll see.
Something more?
We'll see.
Thank you.